Edwards on the drive, goes inside the floater. Turn him over again. Booker scoops it up. Booker brings the boom.
It's the NBA Hardwood Show back on the Run Pure Sports YouTube channel. Again, two-man booth with my boy Big T for another nice 3-game NBA slate over on DraftKings. Big T, you had your nice little 2-game bet parlay hit yesterday. The Lakers and I think it was the Pacers money line. Just some easy giblets. But the unders, man, the unders, you said it like 2 days ago, talking up these unders. And, man,
Either
that Lakers under was...
or your internet struggling because I can't hear you.
You can't hear me at all.
It's breaking up. We need the chat to tell me if it's me or you, but as it is, it's breaking up pretty good.
I think it's you. But
it could be. And I've been having issues, so it definitely could be me. But
if you drop off here, then I'm going to be worried. It's just going to be JSU solo. But, hey, sounds good to me.
I'm sure it's my internet because I've been having issues.
It's your fucking internet.
I hear it better now. It was just at the beginning. It was super like...
I could tell when it's mine and when it's yours. And it's definitely not mine. Mine's like perfect right now. So it's got to be your internet. But thank you, Beanair. Beanair told me I'm good. So we can
I hear it good
keep
now,
going.
too.
But what I was saying was I was giving you credit for giving your money line parlay from yesterday that hit. And the unders that you've been talking about, that Lakers under was like the best bet, maybe of the playoffs so far.
Not going to last forever. You gotta hit them now. Eventually, the numbers are going to catch up, but it's not quite there yet.
Yeah, chat's saying I'm premium right now, so that.
To be fair, you sound good to me too now. Like it comes in perfect now, so it's definitely my end.
All right. Good,
I was concerned though, because it was like super. It was like, If I go out, that's what the problem is. I'll be back though. I won't leave you. I won't leave you solo.
So funny thing here, Sam. Big T, on the phone with me before the show. Oh, I haven't played golf in a while. I'm gonna be a little rusty. Blah 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 bullshit. And then this guy goes out. He shoots a 74. And then he fucking tweets it out because Rubio and Uncle T shoot like a 105, and he fucking tweets it out after.
I said I would play with two of my favorite people.
You are the biggest needle, though, of anyone I've ever met. You're like, yeah, don't worry, guys. Good round. I'm going to tweet this out now so everyone can see you guys suck today.
The best part was they rode together, too. I was in my own cart, and they were both chasing their balls everywhere.
They were both
I was listening to music in my car. I had my Saber Sim speaker just jamming.
Oh, I can totally see you with your Saber Sim speaker just jamming on while those two guys are just playing.
I was out there.
It's just total needle though of Big T to like, oh yeah, I haven't played. I'm gonna be rusty. I'm sure you were telling them that too, like before the round, like the same bullshit, and then you go out there shoot a 74. So Uncle T Rubio, I'm actually on your side for once. That was bullshit. Big T sandbagging.
That shoots over 100.
Well, why wouldn't I be on that side? I'm closer to Rubio and Rubio and Uncle T than I am to Big T. So I'm definitely on their side. I'm shooting 100.
Open driver's being nice to me today. Hit my driver 320, telling me I'm playing good. Open driver, you're on my good side today. You're building me up, making me feel good.
Chat team Big T right now. Team Big T.
I will just say on my side either. He knows the truth. You can't be on. I mean, Rubio
this is Big T though. He's like, the course doesn't really fit me. It's a little shorter, like that. You were saying all those things to make it
easier because it's shorter. But man, I want to be clear too. Uncle T played. I played with Uncle T 1,000 times in my life. Always in the 80s. He just had the shanks with his chipper. And Rubio still didn't beat him. Uncle T had the worst round I've ever seen him play in my life. And
Was
Rubio
it better or
still
worse?
win.
Was it better or worse than me with the putter that time we played?
The putter? What? You were bad
You
with it?
remember me with the putter? I couldn't make a putt. Like
Well,
I was,
yeah, you've never golfed.
yeah,
You can't
I
be
was
worse because
bad.
you've never played. Rubio like goes in simulators and stuff.
Yeah, but simulators
No,
was he? It
stop
was
defending
bad.
Rubio. He was terrible. He was horrible.
Okay, fine. I won't defend him. I
I mean,
won't
some of
defend him
these
then.
drives he were hitting were like 85-yard slices to the right. Like they were. I mean, it was. He still did. I'm with Uncle T. He still, when they told me the scores, I said, Rubio, you still didn't beat Uncle T. He chipped the ball 60 times of his 100, and he still couldn't beat him. He had the shanks. He couldn't even beat him, and he had the shanks.
Yeah, Uncle T, man. I know where you're at. I'm not a good chipper or putter either. So, I get it. I totally get it. But the driver's actually the one thing I can kind of do. That's the funny part of this whole
You can
thing.
bend over and get that tee.
You know I can. You've seen it.
Perfect right angle.
You've seen it too. I put that tee down. It's perfect. It's perfectly placed. I bend right over.
Straining no back, putting it down.
It's a complete hinge too, Big T. You notice that nice hinge from the hip, all the way down. I was flexible in my day. I'll just say it. I'm not as flexible now, but I used to be very flexible. So now my back is a little tighter when I do shit like that. But probably from sitting here talking with you the whole time.
Did JSU get his Pritchard? Yeah, there we
Six
go.
Man, baby. 6 man of the year. What to do? I couldn't believe. Did you see the odds before the season for a 6 man? It was like 80-1.
I mean, I believe it.
That's crazy.
I still
Hopefully
never know
that.
how you factor that kind of stuff early though, because sometimes like random people just become 6th man and then they win it because of that. Like I don't know how to handicap that kind of stuff.
One thing that's annoying is like he's on one of the best teams. You know that he's never starting, right? Like he's never going to be like their main starter. So I just don't think people thought he was going to be that good. Like just in general, I just don't think people thought. It's like Ty Jerome. I don't think anyone saw Ty Jerome coming from anywhere.
Yeah. Like he freaking crushed the other day too.
And then I wanted to get this message up here. Free cheese with the showdown breakdowns last night. Yeah, I got some messages from people about the showdown breakdowns. People have been liking the old showdown breakdowns. I will say showdown definitely been a little more profitable than the main slate. Not that the main slate was horrible, but showdown definitely been the better of the two for sure.
I know I'm freaking better at showdown than main slate. I don't even hide it. Like it is what it is. Know your strengths. Stay in your lanes.
Lean into your strengths, Big T. How about that? Lean into your strengths. So
because if these freaking teams like Memphis are on, that's what I like today's slate. It's the same thing though. The first 2 games I hate. I love the late game. So like the 3-gamer, why would I like the 3-gamer more than the showdown tonight? Like why? There's no way I would.
Yeah, there's no way you would. And it's another game where like you're just going to play this. We'll get to the showdown breakdown, but it's just, it feels so simple. Like it just feels so simple. And
it is that simple. There's no like if, ands, or
what's annoying though is I like the under in the game. Like, so that's
the best part. Like last night we could have won all the money. It was 35 points under. The total doesn't matter. It's the best.
And when you look at like the Lakers in Minnesota, Tony, and you go through like all the guys that got there, like who were they? Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards, I guess had an okay game, right? Like
no,
fantasy
he was
wise.
bad, actually. He was bad.
Was he bad?
Yeah, he wasn't. He was way worse than
Now I gotta look because you got me wondering here. But
no, he was bad. So, trust me. He was bad.
Okay, so Randall smash because he exploded.
Randall was the key to the slate, honestly. Like as far as the overall shipper.
Yeah, like Ant had like 32, so that's probably not getting it done. Dante had a bad game.
All of Minnesota had bad games except for
literally. If you played anyone other than Julius Randle, you were probably pissed.
And the nut play, though, which it would only become from a show like ours, which we didn't talk about. I'm not giving us credit. But the dude from Illinois that played only 6-7 minutes, but he had more fantasy points than the 1K guy from the Lakers that we talked about. If you would have played him, you could have solo shipped.
Yeah, and we did talk about the Minnesota random guys possibly
I didn't
being
get to him,
it.
but I should have. That's why we gotta always dip down in there and look, because when I looked at the names, even when I was putting my SaberSim player pool up for the site, I looked at his name and then I'm like, nah, I gotta stick with Lakers cheapies, because the blowout factor, though, you got to always factor it, foul trouble, and that dude's just talented. So, I mean, you could have solo shipped by playing him.
Yeah,
and the worst part is I played some Alex Len at the last second instead of him. I needed another 1K guy, though.
I thought it was going to be Clark. I play like a little Clark.
He was the one that was projected, though. So you got to always pay attention to that, just because I'm sure he wasn't owned or anything. I played him too a little bit, but if you can get the totally unowned guy that comes in, that's how you really get there.
Yeah, I mean, DFS is going to do the same thing. He's going to play high 30s minutes, and he's cheap. And that's what you want in Showdown.
What you want.
Take your chances with those guys. I mean, even the Lakers guys, though, LeBron, I guess, came on late, so he was decent. Luka.
I think you got a clear-cut role with LeBron, too, now. I wasn't 100% certain, but I do now. He's he's clearly wants to be the number 2, which hasn't been the case in his career. It's the Luka show. Until their price gap needs to be more Jokic, Murray than somewhat close. It needs to be, LeBron needs to be more Murray type price.
He's not going to be more Murray type price, but
he's not going to be in play then, just because it's the Luka show, which it should be the Luka show. How in the world did Dallas trade this guy?
I mean, I just listen, at a certain point, LeBron can't do it all throughout the series. He'll have his
41. He wants to be the number 2.
He'll have his spots too, Tony. But right when I knew it, the play when they were on a break and it was 2-on-1 and Austin Reeves did the lob. Yeah. LeBron didn't even he always jumps for the lob, always. Yeah. And he didn't. I don't know if he didn't want to or if he didn't think Austin was going to throw it. But I don't know why he wouldn't think Austin's going to throw the lob. They always throw the lob to LeBron on a fast break.
Yeah.
And he didn't go for it.
Whoever the defender knew the lob was coming too, was the weird part.
But who was it? It was someone shorter. Either way, I was like, whoa, LeBron didn't even try.
Gone down again.
Uh-oh. Internet going down?
It's back now, but I mean, it's spotty.
I saw it for a sec go. Yeah. I saw your screen go kind of in and out for a second, but
I'm definitely nervous about it.
Big T, I can hear you perfectly. So even
but once it goes, it'll go. So,
but I'm just saying, even when you think it'll go, you're still I think people can still hear you.
Okay,
it's you that's going in and out a little bit.
Don't cuss at my screen and say anything when it goes out.
I mean,
don't say I hate JSU when it goes out, or you'll hear me.
Well, you can say that shit anyways. I don't give a shit. Fuck that. LeBron, the GOAT. I don't know about that, but he's definitely old now. LeBron should price like Pele Larson. Jesus.
I know one thing, though. He played passive the whole game, but, man, he got that steal on it. That was a clutch play at the end. That was kind of the dagger.
That was like the savvy vet play, too. LeBron making the savvy vet play. So I did like that.
He's got to love being the number 2, though. In all seriousness, he's got to love watching Luka take the whole burden on and just – he deserves to be able to go over and chill a little bit. Let Luka do this.
No, I agree. He definitely, and he's cool with it. So that's the most important thing. When you're cool with it, that's big.
But
when Shaq
Tony did it to Wade in Miami, when Shaq really took a back seat, that's why they won it, because he let Wade just, and he loved it. I bet. All of a sudden you can lean on that other guy and just. Because then you can be great in your own role. You don't think LeBron can be a great role guy for another few years?
Of course he can.
He'll be great at it.
I think that those guys, as long as they believe that that guy is ahead of them, they're cool with taking the back seat. I think that's really hard to do. Like in Shaq's mind, I think it's really hard for him to give that up. So you have to
Yeah.
be like, great. D Wade was great though. Like
Yeah.
that year, he was
There's no
awesome.
argument about it. Like everyone
No
does.
argument. And even Kobe, when he looks back with like Kobe, it's like, okay, at least like Kobe was great. You know, like
Yeah.
he had those guys that could like bring him down a little bit, but I'm sure it's hard. It's same thing with LeBron. I'm sure it's hard to like find that guy that's like, okay,
That's why they're
he's
so
better.
freaking lucky though. Like, how does he just get Luka? There's not how many guys in the league would LeBron just be like, yeah, they're better than me. There's probably 5-6 guys tops.
Ant, LeBron, maybe SGA. Yeah, I guess
Even
SGA. Jokic.
SGA, like now that they're letting these dudes foul, he looked
He's in
horrible
trouble in
yesterday.
playoffs.
He looked so bad in that game.
He's lucky his all of his role players are good. Like the team around him is very good. So he's definitely lucky there, but they're in trouble when they play like a real playoff team. They got like the one team that
They
is
got
just
a
fucking
really
around.
cupcake, man. Memphis is, man. I can't wait till they're done. I played those guys and I hated every minute of it.
But Denver and the Clippers, like they're gonna play one of those teams next round. That's gonna be a good series. Like that's gonna be no cakewalk either way. Like whoever wins that series, that's gonna be because Jokic is gonna give OKC massive problems. So that'll be a good series for sure. But what's up with the Minnesota? I don't see anyone like talking up the Minnesota team. Like where was Jaden McDaniels hitting? He was Steph Curry one game, and the next game he's not. Naz Reid, all these people in the chat. Again, like I said, these are outlier games. Don't get fooled by one crazy performance. And then don't get fooled by this performance because this was a bad performance by those role guys who I told you they're the keys to the whole series. But they're somewhere in the middle. So, like, they're going to have a better game, I'm sure, in game 3. It's probably not going to be as good as game 1, but it probably won't be as bad as game 2. And this series is going to go back and forth, Tony. I think the Lakers series, it's going to play ugly the entire series, but that means we're going to have close games a lot more than what we've seen in 1 and 2.
Yeah. I mean, I agree for sure.
Yeah.
What's up with Kuminga? That's all. Why does Kuminga always come up?
Well, first of all, they should have traded him like 17 times already. So I mean, Tony, is he going to be a factor in the playoffs? Like,
I don't see how. Kerr hates him. Obviously, Curry hates him. I mean, they obviously don't like him. You can't go from. I'm not saying there won't ever be a series where they need him to come in and play some defense, but I mean, I don't see it.
I think that Kerr said it. He said that.
Pull for me.
I
thought we had it last night. I thought we were going to go 2-3 in a row with Uncle T, but came up short. We'll get it tonight.
Kerr said it. I was listening to him talk at some, I don't know, radio station or whatever. And he was saying it like the minutes with Jimmy and Kuminga just aren't good. Like that's what it is. Jimmy and Kuminga don't play well together in Kerr's mind. And Jimmy's playing 40 minutes. So if Jimmy's playing 40 minutes, what's he going to give Kuminga 8 minutes? You know, that's what he's saying pretty much. He literally said it.
Kuminga guy is the funny part. So I'm more on the like Kerr and these guys' side anyway. It's like he's super athletic, but he's never shown me anything that I'm like blown away by.
I don't think it wasn't a press conference, Mangone. It was before the playoffs started. He was on either, I don't know if it was a podcast or a radio station, but yeah, it was something. And he was talking about it. So I
agree with this too from Sam. Like Luka was awesome, but my God, does he whine a lot? Like some of them, nothing even happens, and he's just losing his mind.
All those Europeans whine like crazy. Even Jokic whines like crazy.
He's been whining. These 2 games, he's whined way more than he usually has.
Well, I think because Zubac is really giving him. I'll give Mangone credit. Mangone said it before the series. I'll give him some credit because he's listening right now. He said Zubac gives Jokic, some issues, and I think he's really complaining more because he's not getting any or in his mind, any calls.
Which he
Zubac
never has got calls, though. He never whines, and
but I never seen him flop like this. I flopped against Chris
Weird.
Dunn. I mean, Chris Dunn, you would have thought Chris Dunn was a linebacker, a 6'9" linebacker who took him out at the knees in that play. You know the play I'm talking about in game 1 where he fell.
He's probably annoying.
Yeah, I'm sure he is, but those aren't Jokic plays. Like we always commended him for it, how he never flops and does stuff like that.
He's probably pissed that the master flop baiter wins MVP over him, flopping all over the place. He probably had enough.
Jalen Brunson and SGA, just the master.
Yeah, he's watching these dudes out there get all the credit. He's like, that's all I got to do is flop all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, probably. Again, though, the playoffs, they're gonna get rid of these natural floppers, which is what I love. I can't wait. The Knicks series, the OKC when they play a real team, I can't wait for those teams.
Uncle T sent a picture of you golfing.
No, he didn't.
Oh, that's funny. I wish I look at that form. And the full pants on. That's too good.
What do you mean the full pants on? You don't wear pants when you golf? What the fuck does that mean?
Pants?
Yeah, pants. What's wrong with pants? I don't understand. You don't wear pants?
No, I don't wear pants to golf.
What do you wear? Shorts?
About? Yeah, I wear shorts. What do you mean?
Why? I don't understand. So you've never seen a golfer wear pants?
Yeah, on the PGA Tour.
Bro, I don't like shorts. I like shorts for like hooping. I like those type of shorts. I don't like the golf shorts. I don't like those shorts. I'd rather just wear pants.
I mean, I see the picture, so yeah.
I mean, seriously, do people just wear shorts when they golf?
Yeah, people just wear shorts. What do you mean? Unless it's like freezing out. If it's warm out, like if you go out and it's 78, 80 degrees, no one's wearing pants. You'll be the only one.
Wasn't it cool out that day? Wasn't it cool out that day? Wasn't it like in September we were golfing?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it was cool out that day, and you're giving me shit because I wore pants golfing.
B-Man wears a Speedo.
I wear Speedo. Johnny Jeans on the golf course.
That's Snyder. Snyder broke the jeans out.
I can't believe people don't wear. I can't believe they all wear shorts unless they're pros. I didn't know that. Maybe I'm just more professional than you think, Big T. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe
it does. Well, in all seriousness, it looks professional out there. Your outfit looks like a professional.
I mean,
look good, feel good, or look good, feel good, play good.
You see those back muscles popping out of that shirt? You see that?
Yeah,
those are back muscles right there. Uncle T, when was the last time you had back muscles? 1980?
He was just on your side. You turned on him that quick. Now
he posted that picture to make fun of me. Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare. He posted that picture to make fun of me. Chicken legs, my ass, Pepe Silva. My ass. Get out of here. Oh, Uncle T, get out of here like you were acting. On your side.
You turned on him that quick.
I'm coming for you, Uncle T. You shot a 105. I haven't actually played. I haven't actually played.
You're like, Big T sends out these things, and that quick he turned on him, making fun of him.
I'm coming for you, Uncle T. You shoot a 105 again, I might shoot a 104 and get you. Don't make me. Don't make me. Big T, who do you think could win? Uncle T from yesterday or JSU?
I don't know how. I can't believe Rubio lost to him. I don't know though. You can probably. I don't know. You haven't played. I got Uncle T still.
I think I got Uncle T too. I don't know. We'll see. I'm an athlete. Big moments. I like big moments. I'll come in clutch when I need to. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm pretty clutch. You know that. You know that for sure. I drained that 3 in your eye.
Here we go. Back in my eye. Oh God.
Oh. Yes.
Put me down. My internet needs to go out right now. I'm pulling the cord.
Don't make me put that picture in the back again.
Don't make me put that move. I'm pulling my internet.
JSU with the buzz. Appreciate it. Anything else from yesterday, Tony? The other games, we obviously talked about the Lakers enough, and Memphis was
No,
horrible. I don't even want to really talk much about that. But if you have
some
anything
of
to
these
say, you
first
can.
round series are going to be rough, and two of the games tonight, I mean, are rough. So I want to get through the first round of some of these series.
Yeah, even the Pacer series was like, it just always felt like the Pacers had the game like 10, 12, whatever it was. It
Yeah,
never
I had
felt
like
close.
no interest. That I probably watched less of that series than any of the series. The good thing is I was heavy on Indiana for the series and stuff, and it looks good.
I
I
bet a
can't.
few of those like Halliburton in Dame props. So I was watching it close just to kind of sweat out those
He was doing
props. But
good. I had it on the TV. I just wasn't watching it super close.
he was good, Tony, but he didn't do like, I felt like anything in the fourth quarter. Like Halliburton stats, when you look at it, you're like, oh, he played well, but like he really didn't do anything in the fourth quarter. I was expecting a bigger game. Honestly, I was disappointed. I thought he was going to go nuclear, and he kind of was. In and out of that game. They didn't need him, was the point. Like Pasco was doing good. Their role players were hitting shots. Andrew
Yeah.
Nemhard hits like big shots randomly all the time, by the way. Like he just seems like he's not afraid at the end of games. That he's interesting, but JSU, you
Pacers
boost
are
your bet.
good.
I know, Sam. I know. I had a boost. I posted it. I think it fell one short of the Dame rebound, which was annoying because there was like 3 chances where the ball literally bounced to him and he like fumbled it once. And then another time, like Kevin Porter just randomly stole a rebound from him. It was annoying. And then I think the Hartenstein assist fell one short as well. So that's all
He
right. We'll
lost a
get
lot
back.
of run too with the rotations. Like I didn't
Who,
feel like
Hart?
Hartenstein.
Yeah.
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 I don't.
Yeah, that was
I didn't love
annoying.
his rotations yesterday. He got lucky to get as many as he got.
Well, I think they liked that smaller lineup that they were going to. Isaiah
Yeah.
Joe was playing well. Caruso was playing well.
Caruso was cooking. Like that should have been another play. We give ourselves credit. Like that should have been an obvious. I talked about it game 1, but I didn't yesterday. That should have been an obvious value play. Like Caruso is a playoff type guy. That should have been obvious. He was like 3,500.
Like way better than Conchar.
I should so much, and I'm not being results oriented either. Like I missed that one. Like that is so obvious. Caruso over Conchar. Like I played Conchar. That is so obvious.
And I did say Luke Kennard. They did play him more.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked. Like they can't score.
Oh,
Scottie
they're so
Scottie
bad.
Pippen. Like they're literally leaving him open. He can't shoot. Desmond John Morant is just horrendous. Another 10 for 25.
I hate that team. He thinks
Jaren
he's
Jackson.
so good, and he's not.
Who? Ja?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Desmond
wait till
Bane's
they're done.
Desmond Bane's probably better. Like honestly, if you just like totally look at them, like straight up and down, offensive and defensive.
Skill. He's just not athletic enough.
He's not athletic.
Yeah.
He's not athletic.
His skills are way better.
But John Morant, dude, that play where he went around the backboard and tried to just like throw it and it hit.
Memphis. I hate Memphis.
They
were my key team last night. I was rooting on them and hated myself.
I hated myself. They just don't.
This is where the series get interesting, though. It's not today. We're getting sidetracked a little, but game 3 spread, after you watch those first 2 games, it always is an interesting dynamic to me what they lay the price at. And I haven't looked yet, but it's got to be single digits, and Memphis is horrible.
Single digits, you think?
Has to be on the road. It has to be. They can't give 10 points on the road.
They're going to give us 9.5. They're going to give us a gift.
I think it's got to be somewhere like high 8, 9 range. And I'm done with Memphis. I can't wait to take OKC.
I might just alt. I might alt it up to like 20.
Memphis will quit too. Fake tough guys like Ja will quit. They'll quit. They got no actual heart. They just want to.
I felt like he quit in the first quarter.
He did. They were embarrassing.
It was so bad. It was so bad. And they had no choice but to play Zach Edey because the guy's getting banged up, foul trouble.
We talked about it on the show, though. They just don't have a lot of options.
Santi's not athletic. Konchar's not athletic. Luke Kennard's not athletic. Like
How
they
many
just don't
non-athletic
have
guys can you
guys.
bring in?
They got a ton of them, Big T.
Do they
They
realize
got
it's
a
the
ton.
NBA? You got to have some athleticism.
Terry says 8.5. Austin said
Yeah,
it
that
too.
makes
Eight,
sense.
eight.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, like
They
it.
can't.
I'm
These are the games
taking a
though. They
load.
literally can't set a spread. There's no like they can't just come out and put it 15.5 or something, or everyone's just going to bet Memphis. It's just a tough number to lay. And they
Good.
know
I'm
no
gonna
one
bet
wants to
OKC.
take Memphis, so they got to find some number where that's why 10, like around 10 would have been the number for me.
I bet this number moves a little bit. 8.5 seems light. That's all I'm gonna say. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
I
it
don't
gets
see how you could take Memphis. Even if you lose, I don't see how you could take Memphis. Like, they don't have heart. They're going to get
no
swept.
way. No way. Jaren Jackson again getting guarded by Caruso, and he's turn around, push shots, and just stupid shit. And I'm just sitting there laughing like,
He was
dude, come
playing
on.
good for a while too, and then he just went. I mean, I don't want to talk about Memphis anymore.
He's
Move us
fine.
into
He
that.
can make Tony, he can make shots. It's just the way he does it is annoying. Like,
I
dude,
hate Memphis.
punish him. Punish the smaller guy. Like, do something. Like, he can't.
Send him home. Get him out of here.
Send him home. All right, let's get into these games here, Big T. 3 games on the docket today. Orlando, Boston. Game 2 in Boston here. And big news is Tatum. Tatum's doubtful. He, like a donkey, tried to brace himself on a fall with his wrists, and he injured his wrist, Tony. Shocker to nobody, because the last thing you should do when bracing a fall is try to brace with your wrist. That's dumbest shit ever. But he did that, and he's out for probably a game. I bet you it's just one game that he's out for. They say day to day and stuff like that. X-rays were negative, like a bruise or bone bruise, whatever they call it. So how should you fall? On any other part of your body that can actually take it. The wrist is not strong. Like it's not very hard to understand. You don't want to fall on your wrist, people. Like ever. They actually teach you how to fall too. There are actual people who teach athletes how to fall correctly. So, I mean, I don't know. But either way, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't fall on your wrist, pretty much, especially if you're a basketball player and it's your shooting wrist. But what do I know? I know nothing about basketball. Tony, is your wrist important when you shoot? What do you think?
You're boring me with the wrist talk.
But is it important when you shoot? That's all I'm asking.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. All right, talk about this game here and what you think is going to happen with no Tatum.
I mean, these Boston games are so hard for me where I feel like Orlando should be able to compete a little bit, but then you think about it, Mango's got a broken foot or something for 6 months. He's not practicing how to fall.
6 months? You mean like 2 years?
2 years. Ever since Mikey sat in the paint with his belly out in the one-on-one game.
It was literally 2 years ago when he was talking about it at your house. I remember it. I remember him being like, my foot's jacked up.
Yeah, he's got to get healthy. He's got to get his revenge on Mikey one of these years. I just don't know. Like, Boston's really hard. I mean, the one thing I know for sure I'm betting is the under, like I keep saying. At 197, we got an under 200 total in the NBA. And I don't see any way it gets to that. Like, this game feels very safe to play under 100. And I just don't. I mean, it's tough, man. I want to take Orlando. But then when you actually think about it, how are they gonna stay in this game? They just don't have enough. They need guys like Suggs back. Oh no, how'd you enlarge me? What'd you click? I can't be looking at me this close. I'm scarred. I gotta be there we go. We're gonna scare the people away seeing us that close, to get our mugs in there. I don't know. I still think I'm gonna take Orlando in this game just because it's 10.5, and Boston tends to lose at least one game like this each series where you think like this is what they won't have Tatum tonight. They'll somehow mess around and lose, and then they'll come back and win the next game by 30 in Orlando. It's just what Boston does. But talking DFS side, again, man, it's tough. Like Paolo, I think is always going to be the guy for me, but he's 9K. It makes it tough against Boston, especially when they're going to, without Tatum, the other guys are going to lock in more. And that's probably good. Just it might actually help Boston if they lock in and focus a little bit. So,
dude, Orlando has nobody. It's Paolo and Franz. Like that's all they have.
Like literally, too. I mean, these role players are just not it. I mean,
dude, they showed the stats after like a quarter and a half, and it was like Franz and Paolo had like 30-something points. The rest of the team had 5.
And Boston's just not gonna let you do it with 2 guys. They're gonna focus on the guys, and I don't know. I'm like you. I never like Wendell. KCP, I'm not playing at 4K. I mean, again, it's the same thing as last time where I said Corey Joe. How many minutes did game 1 did Corey Joseph play? Let me see. Where's it at?
He played 6 minutes.
I mean, that's how bad this game is for me, though. Like Corey Joseph, to me, playing 26 minutes. He had 3 fantasy points in 26 minutes. But I mean, he's the guy for me for Orlando, just because I think he'll get the run. And again, every day we're going to talk about it. The cheap guys. I like putting the cheap guys in my lineup. And so for that side, that's the case. And then the Boston side is going to be interesting, I think, because with Tatum out, everyone's going to want to go to Jalen. And I think I'd rather go to the other guys because I still feel like Jalen is hurt. I don't like how he looks. So I think Derek White, Drew Holiday at 5,500, Al Horford at 4,300, Peyton Pritchard. I actually like all of the Boston guys not named Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, I'm sure, will end up super chalky when he gets rolled out in the projection. He's going to be the chalk guy that I'm actually lower on. I would rather go to these other guys. Even the cheaper guys like Hauser, or maybe he gets a boost. I mean, without Tatum, who's the 8th man? 4, 6. Hauser. It's got to be Hauser would be the 8th. Hauser and Luke
because they're gonna play Cornette some minutes.
Yeah.
Horford probably starts for Tatum, so he goes into the starting lineup. So you got Horford, Brown, Porzingis, White, Holiday, Pritchard 6th man, and then you've got Hauser and Cornette. However you want to 7, 8.
I like the other starters not named Jalen. So Derek, I'm never liking Porzingis either, especially in this matchup. I don't love it. But Derek White, Pritchard, Drew Holiday, Horford, those are and I mean, Sam Hauser, I would rather play Sam Hauser probably than Corey Joseph too at 3,300. I'm going to like Boston though, as far as DFS, just with Tatum out, you have to like these prices a little bit. Derek White, probably my favorite.
The guy that Orlando needs to just play is Jonathan Isaac. And I don't know if he just can't play more than 10 minutes. I don't know what it is. Because he fits the series, like the length, athletic, can play defense. You're not asking Wendell to score even. So it doesn't like really hurt you offensively, in my opinion, to play him over Wendell. I don't know. I think that's something that they could.
White guys on this slate, low scoring night. Accurate.
Yeah. That's a big T comment right there.
That's why I liked it. I gave him a courtesy laugh because it was funny.
Yeah, I know you did. So I don't know, Tony. He played 18 minutes last game.
I don't see why. I mean, some of these things and why I think we do good in the playoffs is because we just have done these every year. Like you see something long enough, like Isaac, I just don't know why it would change. I got to see it first. I don't like, he just doesn't ever get increased.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think they have to do something. And I feel like he fits the series. Like against Boston, you want guys who can play defense, who are long, give these shooters some type of issues. You know what I mean? Because Boston's going to shoot.
3 too. It's not like he can't hit something.
Yeah,
I
I
just
don't
don't think
know.
they will. If you think he plays 25 minutes or something, though, I mean, he would be a
I mean, he
great
played
player.
18, and I would rather
But he
play
always
him over.
plays 18.
I would rather play him over Corey Joseph. He's got way more upside at 18 minutes than Corey Joseph does, even at 25. And I don't think he plays 25 again. That's crazy, but um, yeah,
He's been
it's
playing a lot of minutes. That's why I was looking at him the other time too. Like I don't know. He's terrible anyways. Whatever.
he's bad.
He
Yeah,
had 3 fantasy points. How do you
I
not like fall into a steal or a rebound?
I think it's Paolo and Isaac are the two plays on the Orlando side, and I think on the Boston side, I agree with you 100%. It's like the guys after Brown and Porzingis that I like the most, like White, Pritchard, Holiday, Horford, are like,
Yeah.
I think 4 of the better plays on the entire slate when you take in Price. Pretty
Holiday
much.
might be I never like Holiday, but with Tatum out, he's got to run the offense a little more. At only 5,500. I think he's a really good play.
Yeah, I mean Derek White too. I mean Derek White's their best player right now.
Oh,
Jaylen Brown's been
I'm
hurt.
definitely going to like Derek White for sure.
Jaylen Brown's been hurt. I think it's a tough series for Porzingis too. Like just in general, I think it's a little bit of a. I mean, he's a tough shot. Like he'll make tough shots and stuff like that. But I still think it's like a tough series for him to dominate. Honestly, because Orlando is gritty. They do play tough. Like they're not a weak team by any means. You know, they're not going to fold. It's not like the Memphis where they're going to quit either. They're going to play tough. So. Yeah, I think it's clear.
Paolo might be the play. I wasn't planning on playing him, honestly, but
he's the best play on Orlando.
He's bigger than all these Boston guys. I mean, and like you said, he's gonna chuck. He's gonna shoot it 30 times.
Yeah, he can because Boston's gonna switch. So anytime he wants to switch, and they're gonna play Pritchard, White, and Holiday a lot more in this game than they would normally together. So he's going to get a small on him whenever he wants, pretty much.
And he's big. He's like NBA big, like big.
Yeah. So anytime he wants to go bully ball, he can. And I think he's going to get it. So I like it. And they'll attack Hauser. Hauser's another guy they'll attack.
Again? Yes, we are. Garrett.
Yep.
What about Sam? What about Doogie?
No, I was saying Paolo. When Sam's out there, they're just going to attack him.
God, can you imagine?
Yeah, like
Dude,
they're
you
going
should
to
have led
him.
with that. It'd be my play of the picture in Hauser on him. Oh man,
that's what I'm saying though. They're going to hunt him, Peyton Pritchard. Obviously not Drew Holiday and Derek White, but if he gets on them, it's still a size advantage. Obviously,
way bigger.
So
yeah, I like.
Yeah,
Paolo.
I'm with you. I'm on Paolo. I mean. I like other studs too, but like Paolo is the clear guy on this team. Like if Paolo doesn't score, they're losing by a big number.
They're going to lose by a lot.
They're losing by a big number tonight. So Paolo has to have 45 fantasy points, or Orlando loses by 40. I don't know about 40, but it's closer to accurate. I think in general.
He had 36 points, actual points, and they lost by 20.
Garrett, I've never cashed so many unders in my life.
Just keep betting them. It's just,
eventually they'll figure it out, but
it's going to move slow though. Like I wish I wrote down the numbers from each game because I'm assuming tonight they're all lower. I'd have to look at what they were last game, but they got to be lower.
What's the Boston number right now? Let's see.
197.
That was 2-something last game, right? 206.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
you lose Tatum and the way they're calling it. I mean, it was probably 210 last game.
Dude,
without looking.
The Heat and Cavs, which is the next game, 211.5, and the Golden State Houston game 204, which I think was they might have been like 209 last game. Like
game one was 216 for Cleveland, so it's 5 points lower.
Okay, 5 points lower.
I mean, in Orlando's not going to matter as much because Tatum messes it up with that, but it was 205 last game, Boston. So you're talking 8 points lower.
8 points, yep.
And then the night game, Golden State is 204 now, and it was 213 last game. So that's how quick they're adjusting. 8, 9, 10 points a game. So it's not going to be there much longer, but it is still there for now.
I mean, two of the games for sure, I think, are defensive battles. This game and the third game, they're going to be battles defensively. So,
I mean, they all three look like defense to me tonight. I feel good with all three unders. They don't look
yeah,
like over games to me. There's
no,
always the game though where teams just make shots. The chances are one of these games probably goes over, but I bet we win two or three.
if it is, I think it's the middle game. If there is an over, I think it's probably the middle game, but we'll see. Anything else from this game? Or can we move to Miami, Cleveland?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So another game 2 in Cleveland. Bam had a big game, I think, last time out, Tony, but I think this is what teams want to do in the playoffs. They want Bam to be like the scorer, the guy. They're gonna let Bam kind of be that player here.
He still
I don't know
only had 45.
yeah, no, I'm just saying he took 22 shots. And on average, like if you look at it, like his last 4 games before that, 15, 12, 16, 14, he took 22. My point is he shot 10 for 22 from the field. I think any team wants, if they're playing Miami, wants Bam to shoot 22 times, is my point.
Yep.
He took 5 threes. He went 1 for 5. I think every team wants Bam to shoot 5 threes. Is that's like my whole point with the conversation. Oh, yeah. So I think he keeps shooting, but I think that's kind of by design. I think Cleveland's fine with it. Like you said, though, he only scored 45. Tyler Hero was kind of kept in check, but his price went down. He went from 8,400 to 7,700. So we got to talk about him. And Donnie Mitchell's price went down as well, which I don't understand at all. So let's talk about the studs here in this game first.
Yeah, I mean, Bam is just a guy. There's no way I'm playing Bam on a slate like this. I hate Bam. I'll admit it. I don't hate him for real life basketball. I think he's awesome, but man, I do not enjoy playing him and Mobley. Like I always talk about in the series, I don't like playing either one of them at all.
He was projected so high last game. His projection was wild. I was like, I don't like him at all. I don't get it.
Understand. I don't get it. But I've been playing Tyler Hero too. I've been playing him a lot. And what is this? Their 4th? This will be their 4th game of the playoffs with the 2 play-ins. Yeah. And I'm done with him too. I just think he's too expensive. I do not like how he's looked so far, where he tends to drift a little bit. I just don't like it. I've been playing him a decent amount. His price is getting cheaper, though. I just want to see it even a little cheaper. The guy I like for Miami, I know he's not a star, is Davion. Like we keep talking about with Davion Mitchell, he comes back and drops a 38 after we talked about it last game. Comes back with a 38, 9 assists. And the problem with this team is, yeah, Hero's like a scorer. They still don't have like a guy that can get in the middle of the lane, kick out. He had 9 assists, and he plays defense. I like him at 5K, and that price tag's nice. So, and the rest of these guys, I know I'm not answering your question like you wanted just the studs, but I started going down this Miami well where I'm trying to see, because there's got to be some adjustment Spo can go with here. Where
Tony, I don't know if you saw this. Davion Mitchell had 20 potential. I was gonna talk about
20
it, but
potential assists.
Yeah, big cat. Just
so he had 9. He could have had 11 more.
Yeah.
He was, I mean, so that makes me like him even more.
He was the facilitator, man. He was the dude with the ball in his hands, making plays and stuff.
And he's going to be the guy I want. The opposite of these guys. He's going to go in there and get it. They'll lose probably. I mean, they'll definitely probably lose tonight, but it isn't going to be because he's scared. He is going to be attacking. He might miss all his shots too. He can't shoot that good. But the one thing I know is he's going to go out there and he is going to play. And that I'm fine with that. I can live with that. I'll take my chances. So I'm trying to look at these bench guys though, because I feel like they need an adjustment. Is it Kyle freaking Anderson at 3,200? How many minutes did he play? Is it because they keep starting Burks, right? So Kyle Anderson played 6, Burks played 15. So they basically Burks starts, right? I'm not losing my mind.
But he doesn't play like a starter. He plays
I'm just trying to figure out what they can do a little different though, because Spo is so good. Obviously, they're going to play the 4 main guys a ton, but I don't know. These guys stink is the problem. Duncan Robinson stinks.
Haywood
I would like to
Highsmith
say it could be
stinks.
him, but he stinks. So I don't know. Davion Mitchell from that side. And then on the Cleveland side, I agree with you. I mean, Donovan Mitchell, this is my point. He's only 600 more than Tyler Hero. I don't get that price.
Give me Donnie all
83
day.
all day long.
Yeah.
I mean, all day. He played. They didn't even need the. He didn't close last game, right? Because they were up 20. Or how many minutes did he play in the fourth?
Ty Jerome was killing him.
Killing him.
Last game.
So
Killing
this
him.
dude played. He's another guy that's going to have upside if they ever play close games because he only played 33 minutes again. All these studs like Donnie Mitch are going to play 40 when they have to. I don't know if tonight he'll have to. Maybe he won't. But either way, 8,300. Love that price. Ty Jerome, I mean, the dude's 4,300. How do we not come right back? How many actual minutes did
26.
26 minutes for Ty Jerome. I mean, just crushed again. Crushed this price tag. He's going to be insanely owned. Strus played 21 minutes. I still think Strus is a pretty decent play, too, just because of the price. I mean, their prices, Cleveland's prices are just really good all the way down. I mean, even I don't think it's like the worst play ever to even play like a Sam Merrill. How many minutes did he play? He's 3,200. He played 24 minutes. 20. 24 minutes for 3,200, and he can hit shots. I actually really like Cleveland on this slate the more I look at it. Who's a bad? I don't like Mobley, but he's even a good price. 7,900. That's not bad. Garland, the whole team. Jared Allen's cheap. I don't know what they did with these pricing because I kind of think Cleveland pounds Miami too.
They made it easier to fit a bunch of people, like the Cleveland side. So, I mean, the guards just absolutely torched Miami last year. Darius Garland, Ty Jerome, Donnie Mitchell. They torched them. Garland had like 27. Jerome had 26. Donnie had 30. Like that's almost 90 points from your three guards right there. Like alone. That's if that happens again, then they're going to lose again by a decent number, probably more, honestly. But those are Donnie and Ty Jerome are the best plays. I agree with you on the Miami side. Davion Mitchell. If you wanted to go cheaper, I do think Haywood Highsmith plays minutes again because they just like his hustle and defense, but I don't know if that translates into like big fantasy points, but he could catch a game, I guess, here or there. But I want the guards again. I want Donnie. I want Ty Jerome. I was surprised DeAndre Hunter didn't get as many minutes as I thought he was going to get, honestly. But they played Sam Merrill. The guards were killing.
They'll use Hunter when they need him. I just don't know if they need him in this type of series, but
that could be
definitely. We're going to use him at some point in these playoffs. He's going to come in handy for us at some point.
Yeah, Jared Allen's price tag, I agree with you. Looks nice, even though I don't love him in this series. But at 5,900, I mean, he's got 35-point upside. I think it's fine. So I have a lineup with all three guards. I think you can do it on this slate. Honestly, the guards on this slate, that's the position I think that's loaded. Honestly, I think this is a slate where you play
definitely loaded.
I think you got the Boston guards. You got this game with all our favorite plays are guards. The Boston game, most of our favorite plays are guards too. I think you want three guards for sure. You're definitely going to like a guard in the next game, probably a little bit. So I'd be playing as many guards as possible in the util. That's definitely my strategy
100%
for this game. So, all right, let's go to the last game here on the slate, and we can bring in the showdown talk too, Tony, as we tie it in to finish out the slate here. But yeah, don't sleep on Garland. I mean, yeah, he was awesome too. I think all those guards are honestly in play. It's just Garland's close enough to Donnie where it's do I want Donnie or Garland? I don't know. Tony, what do you think of Garland?
I mean, I thought he looked awesome. I would pick one of them. I mean, I like Donnie better, but everyone's probably going to like Donnie. Similar. I could play Garland too, though. I think Garland's or say you need salary. Say you need 1,300 more. I have no problem playing Garland. Garland looked awesome to me. Garland actually looked better than Donnie to me, just pure basketball. Donnie's going to be more aggressive, take more shots, do more stuff, but pure basketball, I thought Garland was awesome.
And I think too, like in this type of series, this is the series where I think Donnie will defer a little more to Garland.
Yeah.
And like the Boston, like when they play Boston or like one of the next series and stuff like that, I think you're gonna see Donnie like, all right, it's my turn. Here, give me the ball. But like these are series where I think Garland, could take over and him be like, fine, you could take over in this spot. So we'll see. Golden State and Houston. We already talked about the under in this spot. Tony, I know before the series you liked Houston. Uh, what are you doing with this game here? Because they are favored. I think it's a 3-point spread right now. It's like minus 155 on DK Sportsbook. If you like Houston, I think this is a big game for them. Like I think you need to get this game.
These are the spots in the playoffs that I love where Golden State's already more of a public team. Obviously, they have Steph, they have Jimmy. It's Golden State. So they're naturally more of a public team. In game one, they look awesome. And I was on Houston to start the series. I think Golden State's going to win the series now for sure. I flipped sides. I'm going to lose my bet probably. I did bet Houston. I think Golden State will win the series. But tonight is a clear-cut Houston spot. Just like the Lakers last night was a clear-cut Lakers spot. Tonight is a 100% clear-cut Houston spot. Great bet. The spread's only 3. In my opinion, it's just as good of a bet as the Lakers last night. I think they're going to come out. They're going to play their best game. They're not going to miss every shot, although Fred VanVleet does shoot the ball literally to the roof. The thing hits the roof and comes back down. Disgusting shot quality. But tonight, Houston 100% is the play to me. And I feel very confident about it. One of my favorite bets of the postseason so far. So I think it's tightly contested, though, a lot like the Lakers game last night. I won't be surprised if this game is played in the 80s or 90s. I think it's way, way under the 204 total. So I'm all about Houston and under tonight in this spot. Absolutely love it. But get to the DFS plays, and we get a lot of the same situation we had the other night when I was lucky enough to win the showdown or do good. Was it the night I won or was it 2 nights ago? I can't remember. We nailed it, though, where the showdown, which we can talk about also going through it.
They played Sunday. Did you win Sunday?
I think that was the day. Yeah, because it was Monday, right? Monday. No, it was Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday. I thought it was this game, but I couldn't for sure remember. It's just clear cut and showdown. Like you got Steph, you got Jimmy, and you got Şengün, where it's just very, very clear cut. And honestly, Şengün might be even better captain just because everyone's going to want to play Jimmy and Steph with the way they looked game one. And I don't blame them, but I won't be surprised if Houston blows them out here. I think you can play some alt lines. Golden State is a vet team. They're not going to come and give that same full-blown – they're not going to just sweep the playoffs. They're going to have games where they tank a little bit and don't play the same type of pressure. When push comes to shove, this is where you got to be careful with them. When their back's against the wall and they bring all their effort, they're going to be a major handful. But if they don't, which tonight I don't see them bringing like all their guns out tonight, I think you go against them. You got to be really, really careful with how you handle Golden State. So it sounds weird for me, and it sounds like I'm like taking stuff back. I was on Houston. I think I was wrong for the series. I think Golden State will win. But, I mean, I just love Houston tonight. So looking at the plays, I mean, you got VanVleet. God, I hate VanVleet's game. But he's 5,800, man. Like
too many guards. Too many guards on this slate, Big T.
It's going to be hard not to play VanVleet.
Don't take that rainbow shot. Don't you dare.
Thank you for reminding me. Whenever I think of playing him, I need to think of that shot.
Just think about it. I mean, come on.
Going to the roof. So
unbelievable.
Man, that price tag is staring at me though. 5,800. How many minutes did this dude play too? Where's he at? How many minutes?
He played 40.
40 minutes?
Yeah, 40.
He got 40 minutes for 5,800. Oh man, he's so bad though.
They kept him in over Jalen Green. Jalen Green played 31 minutes.
Jalen Green was bad too.
They were both bad.
I think you're right though. Like Jalen Green's only 700 more than Fred. I think I would have to play Jalen Green over Fred. This could be a game that Jalen Green just gets hot too. Like just
yes,
gets hot and just chucks and just makes shots. And Golden State like tries to make him feel good. And like I don't know. I feel like this could be a blowout spot, honestly, for Houston. I think the guy you got to be careful of. Not careful of, that was bad word choice, is Steven Adams. I wouldn't be shocked if they start him. Start the 2 big lineup or something. I wouldn't be totally shocked. He was amazing in that first game. How many minutes did he get? He still couldn't have played like that.
He played 20 minutes.
20 minutes. So, I mean, I still don't think he's going to get that's probably why he won't start because they're not going to go and roll him out 30 minutes.
No.
But if he gets, say he plays 12 minutes a half, 24 minutes, I mean, he is going to nuke that 3,500 price tag again. He's just a beast in there. So, and I agree with I don't know if you said it on the show or just to me, but Jabari Smith looks like the other guy for me that his size and his athleticism, I think fits this series a lot better than Amen, who you've been talking about how the Thompsons just don't fit this style. And I agree. Like they need offense. Their defense is going to be fine because it's not like Golden State. Don't get me wrong. Curry and Jimmy are juggernauts, but the rest of that team, you got weak links out there on the offensive side. So I don't know. I like Houston a lot. I like Jalen as a sneak. Jalen, I mean, Saber has him at 7% owned right now. That could be the play. Jalen could be. How many times did he shoot the first game? 15 shots. I think he'll shoot more tonight. He could be the guy at 6,500. I think that. And then the Golden State side, just to polish this game up, Steph and Jimmy. I love Jimmy again. I actually don't. With how good guard is tonight, full slate, there's no way I'm playing Steph in this spot. Like, no chance I'm playing Steph in this spot. There's too many good guards, too many undervalued guards for me to go there. And I think he honestly – I don't love him tonight. In Showdown, again, I'm going to play him a ton in Showdown because of the way it sets up. But full slate, I honestly don't like him. But Jimmy, with all the value at guard, Jimmy, I love Jimmy tonight at this price. I still think he plays solid. I like Draymond. Pods, I can't play Pods on a slate with this many guards. Gary Payton, you could play him at a forward. I still like him a lot in this series. I think he plays a bunch. And when the team wins like this, they're not going to adjust. So I think you can take a lot from their game 1 rotation. I think and Peyton probably played low 20s.
He played 16 minutes.
He only played 16 minutes and he still had 16 fantasy points.
Yeah.
I think it'll be similar though. I don't think you need to.
What about Buddy Hield? I mean, he's not allowed to dribble and he's got to pass it to Steph. And he's really not allowed to shoot unless he's wide open. So what do you think about that?
He's bad. He's bad. I love that interview though. Jimmy's too honest. I love the honesty. Like this, I don't know if it's best in the locker room when the other dude hears you talk like that.
Buddy, don't dribble. It's too good. I think it's fine in the locker room because I think those guys are probably just like, that's Jimmy. Like, it's Jimmy. You know what I mean? Like, Jimmy can say that stuff because he can back it up. You know, if it was someone else saying it, they might not like it as much, honestly.
That's the good part about being Jimmy. You can say it and no one's going to call you on it. And if they do, you just back it up. I love this, Sam. Sam's thinking like us. Houston plus OKC moneyline parlay plus. Those are my type of bets. I mean, I just love. I love that.
Yeah, that's a big T bet for sure.
Because once you win Houston, you just got so many options. Even if you wanted to take Memphis plus 8.5 tomorrow, you got just a nice middle, 8-point middle.
So, you brought up a lot of good points about the Houston side. I can't play Fred. I'm going to play the Boston guys over Fred. So even if Fred's good, like he still has to outdo, I think, a lot of good guards. So
Fred's going to be crazy chalk too once it's all settled, just because of his price.
And I would prefer Jalen Green. Like even though Jalen Green doesn't have from what it seems like as much of a leash as Fred VanVleet, maybe because Fred's just a veteran and he may trust him a little bit more just in general. Like, my God, his upside has got to be just much higher. And 6,500, like you said, 700 more. That's not a lot. I think the adjustment though is, and I'm going to be interested to see how much they go to it, but just keeping three bigs on the floor at all time, which if they do that, it's going to make Tari a better play. It's going to make Jabari a better play. Steven Adams is still going to be the same play. Maybe he gets a few more minutes too. I don't know, like how many minutes could he like legitimately handle?
He's another
when
guy
they
that's just not playing more than 12 and a half. I don't think. I'd be stunned. Even if he
But 12
started,
and a
I don't
half
think
is good. 12,
it's
24
huge.
minutes.
Yeah.
Huge. Like
I'm just saying,
24
like, there's
minutes.
not some insane, like, he's not going to play 34 minutes or something.
No, but like if he plays 20 to 24, if Jabari Smith plays 25 to 28, if Tari Eason plays 24 to 28 or something, like I think those are all solid minutes for those bigs where, like you could see two of them at their price tags. I mean, 5K for Tari Eason, if he does get a minutes bump, let's say he goes from 20 to 24, 25, that's a big bump. You know what I mean? Like he could get there. Jabari Smith, if he gets a bump, 46. We talked about guards all slate, Tony. I think I want to take shots on some of these bigs from Houston, some of these big dudes. And if they don't make the adjustment in game 2 and they lose, then I think it's going to be even more of an adjustment for game 3. But I think they saw a weakness that they can exploit from Golden State. And it's not volume shooting. It's about pounding them on the glass. It's about like just physicality.
Şengün captain.
Şengün, yeah, Şengün. My issue with Şengün overall is I think the more they play those big lineups, the more it kind of hurts his ceiling upside. Just because Steven Adams is a monster on the glass. So is Eason. Like those are good rebounders, which they gotta hurt him a little bit from an upside standpoint. But yeah, that's kind of my takes. Gonna be higher on Tari, Smith, Adams, and Jalen Green over the guards, Amen and Fred VanVleet. And then, if I have money to spend at big, I'd be fine with spending for Şengün. I am going to play Jimmy over Şengün though. So like if it comes down to one spot left and, I'm definitely going to play Jimmy. I think Steph's the guy in Showdown that I'm for sure gonna play. But I think on the main slate, it's like the same thing to me. He's still got to outscore like Donnie Mitch. He's still got to outscore some really good guard plays on this slate. So, which he can do, but I'll take my chances on those other guys. From the Showdown perspective, Tony, are you just Şengün, Jimmy, Steph at the top, or is there anyone that can wiggle their way in there?
No, definitely those three. And I mean, the only other one, I will say it just because I haven't run the numbers and I want to see these stars are projected a little lower than like the Luka, the Jokic, the Giannis. So it opens up a little bit more.
Like if Jalen Green shoots 20-something times today, Tony?
He was the guy for sure, because it's not going to be Amen at 9,600. I mean, 9,600 for Amen. Are you kidding me? No chance it's him. No chance it's Draymond at 8K. VanVleet, no. Jalen would be the other guy, but I don't love it though. I would need a decent amount of teams. And the way the pricing sets up is our dream still though. The three studs are underpriced a little bit. Amen's overpriced. Draymond's overpriced. Jalen's honestly overpriced unless he just gets flaming hot. And then all these guys, Eason 7K, Dylan Brooks 6. So the slate literally builds itself. And then you got a lot of just free squares. Steven Adams at 3,200 is just a free square. So like, for example, let's do what we've done because people like this with the shows. So Showdown, let's just say it. You go in here, Steph, even though I don't like Steph the most, he's the most expensive. So let's start with it. Steph, captain.
He's the highest projected
Şengün,
right now.
Butler, Steven Adams. So like that, you still have 4,450 for your last two spots playing the top projected captain and price, the best value. So literally, you got all these guys in here. You got Jabari Smith at 56 works, Moody who starts, Peyton who plays, Buddy Hield who sucks, but he's 2K, Quentin Post plays, Kevon Looney 1600, Santos is only 1K, he plays. Maybe you think Kuminga plays and it's a blowout, he's 1K. I mean, it builds itself again. I don't, again, it's going to be a slate where I think you need whoever the highest scoring guy is in the captain. I know that sounds simple, but people don't do that. Whoever scores the most points, I think it needs to be the captain. So probably will be Steph, but maybe it's Jimmy, maybe it's Şengün, maybe it's Jalen when he gets hot, if you really want to get after it. But there's just so many values because of Steven Adams. Like Steven Adams should be like 6K and he's 3,200. So like, I don't see any way you're not just full shoving Adams at 3,200. Even if he has a bad game and gets like 6 boards and 2 points and gets you 12 fantasy points, that's still fine at 3,200. Like, you're still in good shape. So, and I actually like a lot of these value guys. And in Showdown, I know I was wrong the first game about Jeff Green, but they lost game 1. He's 1K. Again, yesterday, the Minnesota guy, I keep forgetting his name, but the dude from Illinois,
Shannon.
I think you can take chances in Showdown because you never know when a blowout's coming. Like even Reed Shepherd. So I was talking to Mangone about this. He was 3K. I think we did it on the show, didn't we? I can't remember if it was a show or a different thing, but I had him in there because I was wanting to play him as my 1K guy in case of blowout or something. And he was 3K the first game. But this game, he's back to 1K. So I think you can play guys like that in your mix. I'm not saying play a lot. If you play 10 teams, play 1 Reed Shepherd, play 1 Jeff Green, play 1 is Cam Whitmore even healthy, or is he just DNP? Play one of these guys. Make sure they're active, which I'll do, and then that's why you sign up for Run Pure. You see our playbook, the slate builder where we got all the showdown stuff at the bottom. Once we get our final thoughts on this kind of stuff, we'll have our final thoughts in there. But like at 1K, you got like Santos. I don't think he's amazing, which same with the Lakers guy yesterday, which I forget his name too, these shitty guys. But the 1K guy that got Jordan like 1 Goodwin. Or 2 fantasy points, but that's all he needs, 1 or 2 fantasy points. Santos comes in and he gets 3. All that matters is who's the leading scoring 1K guy. It could be 1 point. Whoever scores the most for 1K and whoever the stud scores the most. That's all that matters. If Curry scores 45 and it's because in a blowout, they're not going to get 60. If Curry's the leading scorer at 45, that's all that matters. If Şengün's the leading scorer at 45, that's all that matters. So, and then the ranges, that's the same thing with the ranges. Like Dylan Brooks is 6K, Jabari 56. You just need the leading scorer. And last night, like Rui over DFS was the reason for the shipper last night, who the people that won. So, I don't know. Same strategy. I think it's even easier tonight than ever. You play the 3 studs. You play, I mean, so what would it be if you played like Jalen over, let me just see. Jalen.
So while you're figuring that out, like if you look, like I would prefer playing probably the Golden State cheapies, like random 1K guys, because let's say this game does get out of hand. Steve Kerr's going to wave the towel quicker in general. And I think be more willing because he knows like it's a long series. They're not going to be, down if they drop 1 game. Like, so he knows that. And he knows his guys are older. So he's going to prioritize rest, I think, a little quicker than like Houston will. Houston's going to let their guys kind of like almost finish it out. Make sure you put the nail in the coffin, as they say. Whereas like, I think Steve Kerr will quit quicker if it is a blowout type game. Like if you're right on the game and the game goes way towards Houston in a big way. So like the Santos play, Tony, I even think like a guy that, is totally random, but could catch blowout run is like Trace Jackson Davis. Like maybe someone like him because they're not going to like Looney and stuff. So it's either Post or someone like Trace Jackson Davis maybe gets in.
Pat Spencer.
Pat Spencer. Yeah, I would prefer them, I think, over the Houston randoms in a way, just because I think they would be I'm not saying that it happens, but I think they would be quicker to quit and put those guys in. So did you figure out what you were looking for?
Well, I was just, so the dude in the chat wrote it too, but where's the thing at? I had a different screen up. 3 studs plus Freddie and Adams in a 1K. I mean, these are the builds that just are just so good. So if you have, just say you play the 3 studs, you play Adams, and you play, yeah, I mean, it fits perfect. So honestly, that even though Van Vliet we made fun of and stuff, you got Van Vliet, you got even Draymond would fit in a Jimmy one. So like, think about that. Listen to this team with the 1K: Jimmy, Steph, Draymond, Şengün, Adams, and you still got a 1K guy. Like, that's why I love Showdown.
Who is the captain? Jimmy. Yeah. Yeah.
You can only fit Draymond with Jimmy because it's a tight fit, but you can play Fred VanVleet with Curry. Or the point being, I think the 1K guy is very valuable tonight. And like you said, Santos is going to play no matter what. Well, I shouldn't say no matter what. Maybe he doesn't play one game.
He probably plays.
He played game 1, so I don't see why he wouldn't play tonight. And he's 1K, and he could also get blowout run on top of it. So I think he's your starting point, but I'm not saying you don't ever just full shove a guy like that, because if one of these other 1K guys gets run and they outscore him, you beat all the chalk, because all the chalk's going to be at the 1K is going to be on him, which might only be 20% or 15%, but still, stop, Sam. Stop instigating, Sam. Don't instigate Rubio.
He's doing it to you. He was on your side earlier in the show, but Sam he went heel turn real quick on Big T. He went heel turn real quick.
Don't even put that in people's heads. Oh, still every day in the Discord too, we get these questions like, can I play friggin' Gary Payton captain? No.
Eric Jones Jr. in the captain. No.
You can't.
Stop it. You're just burning money.
Super clear cut. I think we have another big night tonight in the showdown.
One thing I'm going to be different with is kind of like the Kawhi. I don't think it's as bad as Kawhi. Like Kawhi was 6% in the captain. Well, I don't think you're getting that with Jimmy Butler, but I do think Jimmy's going to end up being projected the lowest of Şengün and Curry, which I think is just wrong, honestly. That's just my opinion. I think Steven Adams and all those bigs could hurt the upside of Şengün. And I think Jalen Green has a better night too. All that to say, like, I'm putting Jimmy ahead of Jimmy's going to be my top guy, like projected overall. He's going to be ahead of Şengün. He's going to be ahead of Curry. And like right now on Saber, he's like 4 or 5 projected points below them. So that's going to be one thing that I do. And I probably won't play Şengün. I think I'm going to jam Şengün in the util, kind of like I did Jokic.
Jimmy's going to be higher projected than those guys, just so you know.
Oh, so that's going to change?
Sabres is wrong again. Yeah, like early in the day, I just don't think Sabres like. But either way, your point's still.
Because I saw that. Like I saw that though, and I was like, how is he lower?
I mean, they got him projected for 41. Like that's not going to be a projection.
Either way,
but still, your point's still the same.
Yeah,
he's just not going to be low owned like you think he is, but he's still going to be the best.
Good.
Like that.
That's fine. I still think he should be the top guy. So
and it doesn't matter if he's high owned anyway. So like that part doesn't matter.
And I think I would probably prefer, if I were to play a Houston cap, which I'm not sure I'm going to, I might just jam Steph and Jimmy, to be honest with you, in my teams in the captain. But if I were to play a Houston guy, I think it would be Jalen Green in the captain, just because I think he's the guy that it's just the price tags, man. He's going to have to do a lot to like. He's going to have a big game, I think, to outdo.
Really, really bad in game 1 too. Like he was really bad out there. That's a concern.
Well, the good thing is, Tony, they had a lot of really, really bad guys in game 1. Like Amen, Fred. A lot of these guys are really bad, and I just don't think Ime is going to go away from. He doesn't have anyone else to go to, like from Jalen and Fred.
This is where people get in trouble, though. So, like, I'm glad that we brought this up, and Sam put it in there. With Jalen Cap, you can play 4 studs. So, like, this is where people get caught up, though. So, the Jalen Captain, you can play the 3 studs and Steven Adams and still only have to punt 1 spot. So, people see that and they love it. The problem is just say Jalen. First of all, it makes Jalen more chalky, and this mid-range tonight will be more chalky because of this. Fred VanVleet, Pods, Jalen Green. Yep. Those guys are going to get captain ownership because of this, because you can go and play the 3 studs with it. But you just start doing the math. If they get you, first of all, they have an extremely low floor. So, like when you're playing multiple teams, the nice thing about playing all the studs, even when they do bad, you still got a really high floor, and you still tend to have a chance to make money even when you get it wrong. But when these guys go bad and you get 17 from Jalen Green or VanVleet, you're just dead. You're just stone cold dead, which is fine because when they go off, you can crush too, obviously. But I don't know. I love this build.
Also, people are going to be more apt to do the mid-tier thing because this game specifically, the studs aren't like the Jokic studs. They're not like the Luka studs. Even the Clippers studs, honestly, with Harden and Kawhi, like it's not the same as those type of plays. So I think people are going to be like, yeah, Jalen Green. I mean, Fred VanVleet took 20 shots. If he takes 20 shots again, could Fred VanVleet be the captain? Like, people are going to talk themselves in.
He might be the highest owned captain, VanVleet.
That's crazy. I mean, like,
because you can literally play VanVleet with the 3 studs and Adams and still have 2,700 left.
Yeah, and listen, he's not going to have as bad of you can't play worse than he did in 40 minutes last game, pretty much. Like, you can't, like, literally, I don't think he can play worse in 40 minutes.
I see that jump shot in my sleep. Like, oh my God, it brings in rain.
Bro, you're going to see it again when you play him, and you're watching that rainbow 3 just whoop down.
Oh, it goes so high. How can you shoot consistent when it goes that high?
I don't know how he's gotten this far shooting that high. That's pretty impressive, honestly. It's just, it would go in.
The 1K chalk punt is Santos, and then you can get creative if you don't want to play him.
Yeah, like the problem with Kuminga is, do you think they like actually give him?
He's one guy I'm not taking a chance on.
Yeah,
just because I think people will still play him. They're going to see him at 1K. I'm not saying he's going to get some crazy ownership, but he's 1K. I bet he ends up like 10% owned.
I think it's TJD. If you want a random guy,
I like him and the white dude that I said that I forget his name.
Pat Spencer. Spencer.
I like those 2 guys for the because Santos might not get blowout. I think he will, but he might.
I think he will.
I think he will. If he gets blowout run, then he's just the clear cut best play. Doesn't mean you have to use him though.
Yeah, I think he will. And also, too, you got to remember when you're looking for blowout run, you want a guy who could like get something
actually
quick.
Score when it gets in.
Yeah, and TJD, he could get a few quick buckets and a few rebounds. And you got to remember when it's blowout, they're playing a little less defense. They're trying to just score on the offensive end, so it makes it easier in general. Like, TJD definitely makes some sense as like a sneaky guy.
I love that call.
Yep. That's the showdown talk. So, Big T, who would be your favorite captain just overall in the game if you had to pick one?
This is where if I played one team, it would probably still be Steph. But
okay.
I mean, honestly, in my 150, I'll probably have pretty close to all 3. I don't have a strong take on my favorite. If I was playing 3 teams, I would literally just play all the one of each. I would.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it would be Jimmy. I'm super close tonight though on these 3. And Şengün I think's the worst, but I also think he'll be the lowest by a lot because everyone wants to play Curry and Jimmy. So that gives me something.
The problem is they're just not like people like Houston on this slate, and people are going to. Well, they're favorites. They're favorites.
That doesn't mean like that though. Like the public's got to be on Golden State. They have to be.
You think so?
The way they dominated that first game and went on the road, like there's no way.
But I got a question. Did they actually dominate, or did Houston miss so many jump shots?
They definitely. That's what I mean. Houston's a great bet tonight. Like Houston.
Again, like I talk about this all the time. It's not as black and white as people want to take a game one. Like I didn't see Golden State. I didn't see it as domination. I saw it as one team had 5 guys who'd never been in a playoff game in their life out of like the 7 that actually play. And then they had the other team who's been in so many big playoff games. And it was just like a game one jitter type thing. Like, come on.
We're going to find out a lot tonight for sure.
You don't think they saw Steph on the other side making those crazy shots and they were just in awe? Like they had to be. Like
some of them for sure. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying though.
Houston's
a lot of these young guys.
Dudes, but I mean, we're gonna. This is why I love the playoffs. We're gonna learn a lot tonight because Houston should win this game. We'll see if they're tough. If not, Golden State just comes in and ends this. But we'll learn a lot.
Yep, I agree. All right, Big T. Let's give a favorite bet if you got it, and play of the day for the
definitely
people.
My favorite bet's Houston, and I like the unders again too. All 3 unders. I think you win at least 2 out of the 3 unders again, which is the key. All we want to do is make money, right? 2 out of 3. We might even hit all 3 tonight because these look like unders to me. And look at I didn't see this part. Jalen Green. I'll be honest, I like the thought of the Jalen Green more. Do I believe he's actually going to crush? Probably not. But if he gets hot, I think he gives you options. I don't know about the captain play, though. I don't want to get us sidetracked again. But
yeah, I think
the more I think about it, I think people are going to play it just because of the build.
Well, you said Fred VanVleet, and then I was like, oh, shit, he might be right. Fred might be like a high-owned captain play on this slate. Like,
and by high-owned, if they all get like 10%, that's still – less from our guys.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying it's like I might just shove Jimmy and Steph. Like I might just literally just say I want all.
Even in a blowout, it's tough. Say Houston wins by 20, Steph and Jimmy might still be on the winner.
Yeah, Houston could easily spread it around too. It's not to say like 1 or 2 guys have to crush. Like they got a bunch of good young guys. That's I kind of like the builds where I go heavy Houston in the util and then give me Jimmy and Steph. Those are my favorite ones. Like give me 4 Houston guys with Jimmy and Steph. That's more of my builds I want. Unless I'm doing the 1K thing. If I'm doing the 1K thing, then I like the Golden State. Then I do more 3-3 builds probably. But those are going to be my builds, Tony. That's what I want. So. You guys hop on playback at some point. Yeah, we can. Whenever Big T wants to hop on and sweat out a game, we can definitely do it. Maybe for the showdown tonight, if we got a sweat in the second half, Big T, maybe we'll pop it on or something like
or
that.
Hop on. We could hop on before the showdown one of these nights too, and people love that. And then we can talk about the showdown, but.
Definitely.
I don't know. Well, one of these nights for sure. We should do it at night for sure.
So I'm gonna go with my boy Peyton Pritchard's only over 2.5 threes is -110. Give me -110. Peyton Pritchard over 2.5 threes.
What's
he just won
threes.
It's got to be 4, 3.5. 3.5 is -125. I honestly think that's a good. He's going to shoot.
You always see it different than me. You must go to I always see like the plus when I pull it up.
You go under that.
Further,
you go under that. So
Derek White's first plus is 5.
By the way, always go under because you'll get like more juice. Like Derek White for 4 threes is -130. But if you go you get -125 on the over 3.5. So make sure you always go scroll under that. Get a little less juice, but that's going to go over too. He's going to shoot 12 threes.
Yeah.
It's just a fact. Honestly, all these 3-pointers are just.
I'm a sucker for the 3-point ones. And then they'll have games though. Well, Boston doesn't because they shoot so many, but I've had games with the Nuggets where I mess around with them and they'll only shoot like 4 or 5 threes. And it's like, oh God, you don't shoot enough. Boston's got to be the good team though.
So if you want a big prop, I agree with Tony that I think Drew's going to have the ball in his hands more. You could see a big assist game for Drew. And right now, to get like 8 assists is like plus 750 on DK. Like I think those are like long shot props, but like it's either Drew or Derek White that's doing like the playmaking. And I think one of those guys probably has a big assist game too. So I kind of think it's Drew the more I like look at it, but I kind of like his assist prop too. I think his assist prop is like 5. Yeah, over 4.5 is minus 110. So I kind of like that a little bit more. So all right, Big T, DFS play. Did you give your favorite DFS play?
On the full slate,
Yep.
Who is my favorite play? Who's going to be my highest owned guy? I hadn't really thought about the full slate as much. Try to find a forward since we like all these guards.
I know.
Give me. There was one guy I was going to say, but I can't remember who it was.
Paulo?
I was going to be him, but it was obvious. I had a different guy that I'll find him. 1 second. I got to jar my memory. I think Derek White, but he's popular too. Davion, I like. Cleveland. God, who was it? I don't know. Drawing a blank. I don't draw a blank often.
Now you're stumped here.
I know, and I'm trying to think of who it was because I was going to use it for my play the other day. Was it a Cleveland guy?
Oh, Jabari.
No, wasn't
No?
Jabari. I don't freaking know. Give me Paolo. I like Paolo the most, and he's a forward. I can't freaking remember though. It is annoying. Which team was it? Because it was like a cheaper guy that
Miami?
I don't know. I'm looking through each team to try to jar my memory.
Not Doogie Howser.
Definitely not Doogie.
Oh God. No, Davion's a point guard, so not him. It was a forward.
I like Davion. It might not have been a forward. I don't know. I might have confused myself.
Yeah, it probably was a guard. Dude, there's way too many guards on this
Definitely
slate.
wasn't Big Al. I mean, Ty Jerome looks like the best play. I don't know. Maybe I didn't have a play, and maybe I was just thinking that in my head.
Yeah, you
Steven
might.
Adams. Maybe it was Steven Adams I was thinking of. 3,500. Give me Steven Adams. Steven Adams and Paolo are my plays.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Drew Holiday and Jimmy Butler. Give me Drew Holiday and Jimmy Butler as my plays. Give me a forward and give me Mr. Holiday here. Love the Boston guards. Gonna load up on some Boston guards here. So that's gonna do it for the show, guys. Hope you enjoyed almost a hour and a half or a little more than an hour and a half of basketball talk. If you want more, we'll be back same time, same place tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time on this channel. If you want more of the content, RPS 15, get you 15% off your first month over at runpuresports.com. Check us out. We got all the sports, golf, full swing. MMA's back to this weekend. We got a nice MMA card. We'll have a show for that. And a bunch of other sports. Baseball's going on. We'll have a baseball show later today, 5 p.m. Eastern time on this channel. So check us out. Core plays, playbooks, heat map from our boy AP for NBA, Big T's player pool, articles. We got it all. Friggin' stats, his boom rating sheet. I don't know if you guys, if you're a member, you've probably seen it. If you're not and you're playing MLB, you should definitely sign up and check out the boom rating because it's been on fire. Big T, that boom rating has to be one of the best things we've added for MLB. So
I love stuff like that too, because when I'm putting my player pool together, I go position by position always, and I like to go to that boom rating and boost a few guys up, which I've had a good start to baseball too, and a lot of it is the boom rating and the SaberSim stuff. So I definitely enjoy that.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things too. I do like it too because it does go position by position.
I love that about it. And it's so easy to like narrow your player. And sometimes you got like a coin flip. You're like this guy or this guy, and you go to the boom rating for the tiebreaker. Yeah,
my favorite is when I love a guy and then I see him as like the best guy on the boom rating, and I'm like, oh yes, it validates what I thought
100%.
in the beginning. So yeah, check that out. Stats doing a great job with the boom rating. DC's article, with everything you want, we got it over at Run Pure Sports. Check us out. That's going to do it here. Hit the like button on the video. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good luck in your DraftKings DFS and betting contests. We'll see you guys later. For Big T and myself, we're out of here. Peace.